The search effort is still underway for the two missing people. 3 are confirmed dead. There were 5 aboard this Navy helicopter that crashed off our coast. Luckily, he got treated by firefighters right away. This is what happened. He was a gardener, and he was standing next to a tree like this one, a palm tree, when it was struck by lightning, and then the bolt traveled down to him. Well, I know that you said that you didn't get much sleep last night. No. So thank you for talking to us today. Thank you for all your service as well, and we wish you luck out there on your mission. Now, again, we're live here at NAS North Island. The ship here, the USS Ronald Reagan, is scheduled to deploy at about 10 o'clock. I'm going to send it back to you in Hollywood. This says it all right here. Oh, so I'm going to send it back to you guys.
Hey, Matt.
Have to.
Yeah.
I have to.
That's right. Hey, is your heckler going to heckle Manny tonight? What's he going to do? What's he going to do in the stands?
Yeah, give us a little bit of your heckling. I know that you've been practicing in the mirror at home. He's very low-key about it right now.
Yeah.
He's just
You
saving
need
it
to
all
up
up
it
for
a little
tonight.
bit.
Yeah.
If you're going to heckle, it needs to be a little louder, stronger. Not that we
Why don't
know,
you start
but
heckling them on the desk? So on one hand, you have authorities out of Mexico saying that they've arrested the killer in this case, but on the other hand, you have FBI saying they're not going to confirm that. That's something that raises a lot of questions here. We're live in Chula Vista at the Border Patrol station. You can see over here, this is where this officer had worked, and the flags here are flying at half staff. And you know what? I actually hear the theme music right now of Rocky. So can you give me your slow motion version of what this is going to look like? Okay. Now, that's just the best right there. I can't top that. Police, they're still on scene. You can still see it's an active crime scene. You have detectives walking out right now. They're upstairs as well. They're still trying to figure out why a 24-year-old man would beat his father to death. Police describe it as a gruesome scene. They were called to the La Jolla Crossroads apartment complex in University City at around 1:15 this morning after the victim's wife frantically dialed 911.
The husband, a 64-year-old man, was bludgeoned to death by the 24-year-old son. Police officers arrived probably within about 6 to 8 minutes.
When police arrived, they and Darren Shaker, who would become a witness, ran to the second floor where they found a woman covered in blood.
The mother was frantic, understandably. She was hysterical, understandably. She was saying things like, he was a good man to me, he was a good husband.
She then started screaming that her son had killed her husband. And when the suspect was asked why he killed his dad, witnesses say that the son replied, because he deserved it.
He seemed very proud. He encouraged myself. He also encouraged the mother to go look at the body.
All right, all this still under investigation. We're back out here live in University City. No names are being released at this point in time. And I did ask police if they've responded to this address in the past. They say that they haven't. There is no history of domestic violence for this family. I'm going to send it back to you guys.
We currently have flyers. We've distributed, I believe, it's close to 5,000 of them right now.
From flyers to t-shirts, Maurice Dubois is doing anything to keep his daughter's disappearance in the public eye. It's been a week and a half since 14-year-old Amber Dubois went missing without a trace. Jeans, hoodie, all this stuff, you know, nothing's shown up.
Nothing. No, nothing.
Over the weekend, more than 100 people searched rugged terrain around Escondido, and still no sign of Amber.
We had teams on horseback. We had people out there with their personal dogs, you know, found nothing.
With no solid leads and time ticking, FBI has been called in to help investigate with Escondido police. Family members of Amber, they've also been given a lie detector test.
We've all voluntarily given polygraph tests and all been cleared. We want to get that out right away to make sure they can start focusing on what they need to focus on.
Well, everyone's saying she probably got kidnapped because everybody knows her and like she's like a nice person and she doesn't seem like she'd run away.
Amber's parents agree and have hired a private detective. They have also set up a missing persons website in hope of generating a lead that will bring Amber home.
We are doing everything we can to find you and try to get you home safely as soon as we possibly can. I love you more than anything in the world.
In Escondido, Matt Johnson, Fox 5 News. Police call it a complex credit union scam, and gang members almost got away with $500,000. Dozens arrested after a 10-month-long multi-agency investigation dubbed Operation Bank Gig.
This one was surprising to us.
Surprising because it's the biggest bank fraud scheme in California history, masterminded by members of San Diego's Lincoln Park Street gang.
It clearly shows that gang members are moving beyond the street corner from drug dealing and pimping to complex economic crime.
The timeline in the alleged white-collar crime spanned 4 years, involving a complex web of gang members and members of the Navy Federal Credit Union, who would turn over their bank account information. Investigators say that the gang members took turns depositing the counterfeit checks here at Navy Federal Credit Union, because unlike most banks, there is no hold on the cash. Then the account holders would withdraw thousands of dollars at the Barona Casino.
The gang members ended up with most of the money. They'd give a small amount to the person that they knew that had the account, and then they would tell the account holder to report their account and their identification stolen.
Police say the gang got away with more than $500,000 before being caught, money they used to finance the gang activities and its members.
We know that they bought a lot of new cars. They spent it rather lavishly and quickly. Easy come, easy go.
And now it's off to jail for this group of gang members, military personnel, and their friends. And they face up to 3 years in prison if convicted. In the newsroom, Matt Johnson, Fox 5 News.